Take the first step. It's all you need to do. You want to lose fat. You want to melt away that belly fat. You want to boost your confidence. You want to increase your performance in your business. All you need to do is take that first step. What a load of bullshit. You see, that was the biggest lie that I was ever told. If I wanted to change from being that really overweight fat person, I had to take the first step. How wrong could that person be? You see, the person and the people that tell you to take the first step, they're not usually the ones that have had to drop nearly 100 pounds. Up here, taking that first step is the scariest thing that you could ever do. It doesn't matter how painful it seems to be, that first step, it takes a lot of courage to do that. You see, I was scared to take that first step. I didn't realise how much pain I was actually in when I was morbidly obese, really overweight. All I knew that was when I woke up, there was a mirror by the bed. And that mirror by the bed wasn't telling me any lies. All I knew is that when I went out of that front door and tried to go for a run, and I got to the end of my driveway and needed my inhaler, that inhaler wasn't telling me any lies. I knew that when my boxers would fold over because of the fat hanging over the edge, those boxers weren't telling me any lies. But I was scared. I was scared to make that change, to take the first movement, not even that first step, that first little shuffle, that first little nudge towards being a better me. Dropping the fat, increasing my focus, increasing my confidence, and increasing my ability to serve others. Now, what someone told me is that time doesn't wait for anyone. You see, right now, you could be the furthest away from your goal. That's a scary thought. That right now, you're the furthest away from your goal that you ever could be. However, that does involve getting a little bit of a nudge towards that goal. Because time does not wait. And tomorrow, you could be further away from your goal. The day after, you could be even further away from your goal. Now let's look at why people don't change. The first thing is fear. Especially when it comes to health, when it comes to burning fat, when it comes to gaining your fitness. You've got yourself in such a position. You have got yourself in that position. And that's fine as long as you want to do something about it. But some people are scared that they have to leave a certain person behind in order to be what they want to be. What impact is it going to have on their children, on their wife, on their family? Well, if you look at what happens now when you see the children, and I know children don't lie. When they come up to you and they poke you in your belly and they say, "Oh, you've got a little bit of extra fat there, Daddy." And that hurts. That will hurt a lot. So what do you do about it? Well, it's about making that first nudge, not the first step. It's about getting over that fear that fitness, health has to be boring. And the biggest lesson I have learned from being in this industry for so many years and helping thousands of people is that the key to getting over that fear is making sure you don't fall into the trap. The biggest trap that I see people fall into is that they live to train. Fuck living to train. Living to train takes over your life. Do the least amount of fitness activities. The least amount of fitness activities. Eat as little healthy food as possible to make a difference. Do not ever think about living to train. In order to be 100% successful on your journey, living to train gets thrown out of the window. To become revitalized, you don't live to train. You flip it around and you train to live. That's right. You train to make the difference, not just in your life, but to your children, to your wife, to your family, to be proud of that person you are, to be fully revitalized. And in order to do that, you do have to make the first nudge, that first little shuffle towards that goal. If you don't do that, remember, tomorrow that goal will be further away than it is today. So it's entirely your choice. I mentioned before that there are some spots left in my Revitalised Man program. They are filling up. If you want to get on a revitalisation call, drop me a message. But remember, I will never have a client living to train. Fuck that. I've been down there. It is not a nice place to be. Do not live to train. Train to live.